Yes, your boy Crypto Blood. What's good, people? We're gonna get started here in a second. Happy Sunday, fun day. We're gonna go over trades last week and tell you some setups fundamentally in the FX markets that you should be really watching out for. It's all about coronavirus this week. You know, it's sad, but fears are starting to increase. It's getting real out here, people. Want to give me a call? Hit me up. Number is on your screen, 669-900-6833. And the code is 169-861-119. If you have any questions, we can talk. Let me know what you're trading this week.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Okay. Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live. Okay.
Welcome to another episode of My Two Coronaviruses. What's going on, people? That's how serious it is now out here in these streets. I hope y'all protecting your neck, protecting your head. It is real in the field. Coronavirus is here. It's getting worse. I'm telling you guys, man, it is getting bad out here. So I hope you guys are taking the necessary steps to protect yourself and your family. But today we are going to be going over, man, last week was a big week, 2,200 pips gained in the market. Really good week, and it's probably going to continue that way, I think, simply because of the coronavirus scares. Iran, man, it's doubling every day over there. Italy is bad. It's just getting bad, man. And you know, I thought this would happen, and in my opinion, I believe that the United States is really covering up some things as well. You know, over in Florida, the governor in Florida was talking about the other day, they can't release any numbers on coronavirus because of, I think, like HIPAA laws or whatever. I'm like, how? This is a public, you know, situation. You know, the public in general are in danger. So, I don't know. But again, we're going to go over all the trading pairs today. If you guys want to hit me up on the line, you definitely can do that. Number should be on your screen right now. Really, really good week. And we're going to go, I set up I moved some money over to an account to make that available for you guys to see what's going on my FX book. I'll drop a link to that in the chat room. If you want to follow, well, you really can't follow the trades because I don't have those available publicly. I'm not going to show you my trades while they're happening, but you'll at least be able to see the trades that have closed and the profit from those trades. And again, I started that last week, so I'm going to drop a link in the chat room right now, and I'll pin it at the top of this video as well, so you guys can see the full details on what's going on. So let me drop that in the chat room right now. Boom. There you have it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this trade week. We can talk about the trades, and then we'll go into some of the fundamental headwinds I see us having coming up Monday. it's going to be interesting to see how these currencies play out. You know, Bitcoin is not really reacting the way, it's not really reacting too much, period, to what's going on. You know, it's kind of acting its normal, in its normal behavior, its normal pattern. It's not acting outside of its normal trading ranges or technically breaking anything. So I guess we can look at that as well. The Bitcoin charts, crypto charts, we'll look at that as well. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get into these trades here, people. Let me just pull my chart up. So, as you guys know, I trade Euro Yen. My algo trades the Euro Yen, Pound Yen, the Pound Aussie. I got the Pound Dollar, the Euro Pound, and the Yen. And then additional to that, I have the Aussie CAD or Aussie Loonie, the Swiss franc versus the Yen, and the New Zealand dollar versus the dollar, or Kiwi versus the dollar. So those are the 9 pairs that I have trading simultaneously. Water whipping it, baby. So let's look at Euro Yen really quickly. As you can see, I mean, the beginning of the week was right here. So I'm going to go over some, not changes as far as my strategy, but enhancements to the strategy that I'm implementing. I've got it ready for, I think, like 4 or 5 pairs. So I think 4 pairs so far. And I call it the Defender, or Defender 90. You guys remember the Land Rover Defender 90? It's actually coming back. They're bringing out the Defender 90 again, but the classic old school Defender 90. That's what I'm calling this additional trading strategy, and we'll go over that in a second. But as you can see, for the week, pretty good. You know, this trade here on the 18th was the big one. And really, this was across all yen pairs. We saw it really take off, and this was a catalyst for a lot of my pippage gains for the week. I mean, this off the Euro Yen, 216 pips off that long position right there alone. And I mean, that was just beautiful trading there. These few trades here during the first day or so didn't do too much, but yeah, that one long trade for Euro Yen really put me in the right position. And again, I'm trading a few yen pairs, so a lot of those took off in that manner. So we'll take a look at, and then yet the last day, Friday, we had a long position that ended up closing in decent profits there. Roughly 25 pips, but at its height it was like 60 pips, 55 pips. So can't get everything, but that, I ended the week on that pair strong. So this is the Pound Yen, another yen versus yen pair. And again, as you guys can see, on the 18th, the yen just went crazy. It actually lost a lot of value. The yen crashed, right? So at least against the British pound. So as you can see here, another big trade, 150 pips on that long trade. Now those dots do signal take profit points. So we did end up scaling out the position. I wasn't even in the position by the time we went short. I think I got out, maybe the last take profit was maybe around here on February 20th. But that's cool. I want to lock in those gains. So that's why I added the take profit algo on top of this main system. Just to take profit, man. You got to lock in those gains. Ivo the V said XRP is ready to break all the lines to 3x coming in March. I don't know, man. I don't follow XRP for religious reasons. No, but not for, I don't like XRP. I don't like what they're doing, so I don't even trade it, man. So definitely kudos to you if that happens for you, for sure. So pound Aussie. Let's take a look at that. As you can see, pound just got strong against all the pairs this week. I mean, this is crazy. So start of the week was here. Start of last week, last Sunday was right there. Went long here, took profit twice up here. So that's about 80 pips right there. We took profit twice on that. It came back down, went short. Boom, went short, took profit right here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see this. So went short right here. Boom. Took profit at 27 pips, locked in 27 pips on that, and then end up reversing, going long there. So at least I did lock in. That's the point of the take profit algo. Again, I want to just lock in whenever I can. I'm gonna lock in some gains, so it's not a net loss carrying the trade for that long. So again, boom, this is the bigger one. 140 pips. Booyah. Knocking them out the park. Not playing games. And the pound dollar. Nice, couple nice shorts here. Right out the gate on Sunday. Short, took profit down there. Tried to go long, ended up losing on that particular trade, but went long here. And again, we're gonna go over why we did a second long. This orange arrow denotes a second long, and I'll go over why I have that. I'm calling that additional trade is called my Defender 90 trade. So short, nice profits here. Boom. Took profits a few times here. I think ended up, again, I was out the position, all the way out the position at 123 pips. We didn't even wait that long, all the way out. That was another, if I take a look at this was another, what is that? 21 hours, 23 hours, another day. I was already out. Boom, locked in those profits, and finished the week Friday with the pound heading higher and closed at another 48 pips roughly. I'm not going to go step by step through all of these visually, because I want, now from going forward, I'm going to just reference my FX book link that you guys see. And if you want to shadow that, my strategy, you can more than welcome to do that. They're signals for right now, simply signals. But you can do that. Sign up from my YouTube channel. Hit the join button and hit that Quant Gang. You got to sign up for the Quant Gang membership level. You get the trading signals for my FX09 signals. You get pushed to your Telegram room. It'll tell you to buy, tell you to sell, and you'll get the actual links to these charts as well. So you'll visually be able to track what's going on, and you'll get my 2 crypto signals as well. So you get all that. All right. But anyway, so I'm not going to go through the visuals for all of these, because I have like 3 more pairs. We got the Aussie CAD or Loonie, the Swiss franc versus the yen, the Kiwi versus the dollar. I'm not even going to go through those. We'll just look at that on the FX book really quickly. So let's do that. Let's pull up my FX book and see what they talking about. Oh, before we do that, I do want to bring up the fact, let me see if you guys can see that chart. So this is Bitcoin. I mark up my Bitcoin charts for you guys during the week when I do my two Satoshi videos. I usually mark these up for you. All right, so this is where we are currently, and I said, you know, it happened a little later. I said we would hit a bounce off the backside of this area, this line, this yellow line that you guys see. Well, that happened. That ended up happening right here. It bounced off the backside right there. So right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, still a bearish tone. I'm bearish. I have a bearish sentiment when it comes to Bitcoin right now, simply because we're not. If we can't get back above this yellow line, I don't want to talk about any bears or bulls. I don't want to talk about bullish signaling or anything like that. So if I don't see any move back above this yellow line, which currently would rest at around 10,138 bucks, we ain't talking about Bitcoin going higher. We got to get back above there. And I'm not saying we won't. I'm just saying if you're discretionarily trading or trading manually, my suggestion is that you are a reactive trader. This is one of the only times you want to be reactive instead of proactive in trading. Set up your trend lines, set up your support and resistance, and react to that. Let the market tell you which way you're going to go. So if I were going long, you know, I wouldn't get long until we were back above this yellow line. Close maybe 3 or 4 bars above this yellow line. You got to be patient. You know, just because you see it spike above that line, it needs to close a few bars, maybe 6, 7. This is an hour chart, so you need to see. This is on the 4 hour, because we were doing the trend line there. But if I zoom into the hour chart where I normally trade manually, at least do my markups. Let me zoom that out like that. Lock that up. And so you guys can see, I mean, I need to see like at least 4 to 6 hours above this yellow line before I'm going long again. You know, it's just got to be patient. So yeah, that's that. But let's take a look at my FX book. So this, again, I just added the account to my FX book last Sunday. As you guys, I'm going to scroll down. Hope you can see this pretty well. I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. As you guys can see here, history. First trade, go back, was I deposited some money for you guys, so I can track this one independently. First trade was February 17th. So that was last Sunday. Mistake. I actually traded a Bitcoin position. I'm not ready to trade this. So this was a loss. You know, I ended up losing on this one, 86 pips. But I didn't trade this anymore. I wasn't really meaning to trade this live. So from there forward, they're all FX pairs. All FX pairs. So as you can see, these are the pippage gains and losses here. A lot of losses at first, starting the week off. But once we start getting that momentum, you start to see more green. 113 pips, 50 pips, 84 pips, 65 pips, 70 pips. Some small losses here. And then when the week really got started, got cracking, 70 pips, 99 pips, 150 pips, 196 pips, 163 pips. I mean, just we started really warming up. As long as we got price action, we're going to be Gucci. So you guys can use that link, check it out for yourselves. It will give you this is a really good. I haven't used this in so many years. It's literally been probably like 4.5, 5 years since I've used my FX book. But you can really it breaks it down. There's so many different statistics and reports that you can analyze for these for whatever system that's synced to it, right? So if you're You know, you have the 2 checks there. The track record is verified by my FX book, and trading privileges verified. So I had to do 2 different things to show them that I own this account, and they verify it. And it is a real account, real USD on Traders Way. All right. So last week on the principal, 42% made on my principal. But what I really like about this link, this MyFX book, it gives you stuff like risk of ruin. These are really good statistics here. So this is really neat. So I'm gonna go from left to right. So you'll see loss size. So the probability of me losing 100% of my account is less than 0.01% with my strategy. And it kind of goes down as we go from left to right. So you'll see risk of losing 90% of my account, still 0.01. It's 0.01 all the way up to risk losing 30% of my account. It only jumps to 0.06%. Risk of losing 20% of my account, 1%. So the drawdown risk of losing 20% of your account at this current state, it's going to change. Could be for the good, could be for the worse. But currently 1%. And at 10%, risk of losing 10% of your account, 11.39%. All right. So that's like losing a consecutive of 8 trades in a row. So stuff like that. I mean, it's just really neat reporting that you can look at and do deep dives on. It's really neat. It's really neat. So there are some other statistics on the front tab under advanced statistics. You guys can see average pip win on average 60 pips, average loss 17. Profit, you know, and then we have like profitability, 145 of the 76 trades, which represents 59%. So that's good, but this is going to change. I'm going to be honest with you. This will fluctuate. This will not stay the same as, you know, as it starts to record more and more trades. Raw Power, he says, how much food do you have stacked up? So I do have a decent amount of food. We went the same week. I ordered these masks and my goggles. I don't have my goggles down in the studio, but the same week I ordered my masks and my goggles, we went and to this. It's almost like a Sam's Club. I don't know if you know what Sam's Club is. It's like that, a whole like wholesale or bulk inventory. We ordered a lot of food, a lot of dried food and stuff. We got elderberry, vitamin C, some other stuff. So yeah, we do have some food. It ain't gonna last us forever. You know, maybe a month and a half if need be, just to minimize if it gets that bad. Which listen, man, I don't know. Raw Power, you're in Russia, I think. Let me know what's going on ground in the streets in Russia, man. I would love to know. But I think they're kind of being misleading here in the States, to be honest with you. I think more people have it than they're saying. I think there are more people have it than they know because of the incubation period of asymptomatic expressions. There's no symptoms, could be up to 24 days. Yeah, I mean, you know, if I need to have food for more than 1 month, then we got a bigger problem on our hands, man. I gotta build a different strategy. I gotta build a different strategy because you know, that ain't gonna work. So the trades here, yeah, John Hill, I know they're hiding it, man. They definitely are. They are definitely hiding it. So just to finish up some of these reports on and again, I've put the link in the chat room. I'll pin it in this video as well. Live account, verified, privileges, verify, all that. I don't, I run the account, so yeah. These are results. You can track them. You can, if you want to get the alert. So right now, like, it won't show you what orders I have open. I have that private, but you can see what trades have closed, and it updates every 5 minutes on their page. So whatever I'm doing on my account, it will update every 5 minutes. All right, but you will not see what orders are open. If you want to see orders that are open or get alerted when an order opens on any of the 9 pairs, you just got to sign up. Sign up for my system, my signal. And eventually, I will be rolling out the system to automatically trade on your MT4 account, your MT4 MetaTrader account. Doesn't matter what broker you're with. So that's going to be dope, but I recommend Trader's Way. I do that. I've been with them for over 5 years. So again, yeah, that's where we are with things. There was one other metric that I wanted to show you guys that's pretty neat, and I think it was oh yeah, exposure. So this is a neat metric here, and it's not exposure, it's just the monthly analysis on which pairs I'm trading, the breakdown on it and everything. Is pretty neat, as you can see, and you guys will be able to see this as well. As under monthly analysis, you just got to click the month of February to see what's going on, and you'll be able to see risk reward ratios or reward risk ratio for February for each of the pairs. And no, man, I still trade. I've been trading FX for some years now, man. I just was able to, about a year and a half ago, I started doing my algos on TradingView, and the data on TradingView is more like reliable because it's coming from the clouds, coming from their data. It's more reliable. They have great streams for their data and everything. So once I was able to learn how to code in PineScript on TradingView, I started creating my algos from the EEs or EAs from MetaTrader on TradingView. I first implemented them on the crypto side of things, but then I went back and started implementing them on the FX pair. So I got 9 pairs running right now. And on top of that, now I have a plugin that automatically connects TradingView. It listens to the DOM in the TradingView browser and makes the trade through MetaTrader, desktop MetaTrader on my VPS. So I got a virtual private server that I'm running that trades that way too. So no, we're still trading it, man. Definitely. So again, yeah, check this out. It's pretty neat. It just breaks down popularity of the pairs, which ones I'm trading the most. Average holding time. So as you can see, for February, I was mostly short on the CAD, on Aussie CAD. Honestly, mostly short, I would say, for most of the pairs, except like the pound yen, the euro yen, I would say. Yeah, mostly long on that. So all the yen, all the pairs against the yen, I was shorting essentially the yen on most of those pairs. Yep. All right, so that's pretty much it. You guys got any questions? Let me know in the chat room. He said you need reusable with filters that you can change. What do you mean on that, raw power? I don't understand what you're saying. Yeah, good, Lawrence. Absolutely. Look, the thing about about crypto, bro, you can make a lot of money in crypto, but your drawdowns are gonna be way bigger because it is manipulated. And it's not like some conspiracy thing. It's manipulated because you have a trading market where it's thinly traded, right? And there's not a lot of volume. You compare, I mean, take Forex. Forex turns over like 5 to 7 trillion a day. That's the whole market cap. That's more than the market cap of Bitcoin 5 times over in one day. That's what FX turns over. So the liquidity is much deeper. And with that being said, you get more. The moves won't be percentage wise won't be nowhere near what Bitcoin and the cryptos do, but the order books are thicker, and the manipulation is still there, but it's harder for those big banks to, you know, really do as much random out of nowhere manipulation like it does in the crypto markets. Crypto markets, man, they'll just slam down for no reason, do the classic Bart Simpson pattern. You know, it can be frustrating, but the game, when you get your win, the win is going to be like 10%, 8%, 9%. It's a big move, you know, leveraged. So most people aren't really willing to stomach that type of drawdown in the crypto markets because of the manipulation. But yeah, FX much more reliable as far as knowing kind of the trend, you know, less manipulated. So you can almost get the same returns or more if you know how to leverage your trades correctly. You know, if you have a system where really minimum drawdowns, then you can, if that system is modeling really minimum drawdowns, you can leverage up and boom, you're doing as much or if not more in profits than you would with that same amount of capital in crypto. Yeah, raw power. These are reusable, so I can pop these off. These come off and I can, you know, replace them. So that's why I got this one. I got a few of these because they're reusable. I can buy new filters and just do it that way. I can't even get this thing back on right now. But I also have some N95 masks as well. So I'll skip it. I'll just put them back on later. I got some N95 masks as well for kind of like throwaways if we're just whatever, you know. So I do have a box of those. I need to get some more. Yeah, Lawrence, I do have a Telegram room for the members. Yep. I do have a Telegram room. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you guys want to follow the live account, the link is in the chat room. I'll put it at the top of this video as well. And before we leave, I do want to go over this week because it's going to be dominated by the coronavirus, man. I'm telling you. But, you know, let's look at which direction the coronavirus will affect. So typically, flight to safety currencies are the yen and the dollar. Last week, the dollar was a lot stronger than the yen was. The yen got weak on last week's kind of coronavirus news. So we'll have to see what happens this week, you know. Crazy Greek Freak said, take that Maple Leafs hat off. This is not Maple Leafs, dog. This is Roots. It's Canada, Roots. It's not the team. It's not the Maple Leafs team. You said they are a terrible team, bro. Hey, I don't follow it, man. This is Roots. This is Roots. This is Roots. Still Canadian related, but let's look at these articles real quick. We've got coronavirus. We're going to look at that. But before that, let's look at the news for the week. I use fxfactory.com. Check those guys out. If you're trading FX, been using them for like 6 years, 7 years. Classic, legendary site. I just dropped it in the chat room for you guys. But we have the New Zealand retail sales quarter to quarter at 445 today. I probably won't be in a trade at that point. Let me just see something really quickly on my New Zealand dollar and my Kiwi. That's the only trade I have, only pair I have on the algo. So we closed our long trade on Friday. I don't think I even made any money. I can actually double check right now, to be honest with you, to see if I made any money on that trade. Let me see here, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna bring back up my FX book and go to history and see if we made any money. No, I lost like 4 pips on that because we didn't. I mean, it opened a long trade like really late in the trading day for Friday, so I didn't make any money really off that. That was no money gain there. But yeah, so I probably won't even be in a trade for the New Zealand dollar unless, yeah, I won't be. It won't be in a trade. It won't be in a trade. It won't be in a trade. So anyway, we have that on today. That's only news. Looks like the bank holiday for Japan, so it's going to be very quiet going into the yen or Asian zone today, which typically starts at around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. What's going on, Tim? What's good, man? Welcome in. A Raj. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Thanks for tuning in, my friend, as well. So tomorrow we've got the Euro German IFO business climate number. That's at 4 a.m. Nothing really popping there. So it's probably going to be, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be quiet probably until Tuesday. Unless we have some fundamental FOMO or fear, FUD. I don't know if you want to call it FUD. It's real news, this coronavirus thing. So Tuesday, all we have is consumer confidence. Wednesday, something on New Zealand and Aussie private capital expenditure quarter over quarter. And then Friday, wait, hold on. Did I go too far? Oh, Thursday, nothing really. Friday, GDP month over month for CAD. That's going to be huge. 8:30 a.m. And that's it, man. So this week is going to be real light on the fundamental news. So if we see any price action, it's probably going to be straight up off of this coronavirus stuff. So we got coronavirus update. Italy cases surge from 3 on Friday morning to more than 130 on Sunday. Yo, Italy is another place. Italy is going crazy. They're having such issues with this coronavirus. Italy and Iran and South Korea. It's frightening, man. It is really concerning to me. I hope you guys are taking this seriously. I saw someone put a comment in my in one of my videos, like, this guy said, bro, it's just the flu. I want to believe he was trolling me. I really do. But for some reason, I think he really thinks it's just the flu. Like, real talk. I think he literally thinks it's just the flu. Crazy. So it goes on to say here that Trump says that coronavirus is under control in the U.S. How do you know, Trump? You my dude, but how do you know that is under control? Because people can have it for a month without symptoms and actually spread it. Like, the viral load is the same as a person who's showing symptoms. So I could have it. I wouldn't know. I literally wouldn't know because I don't have any symptoms. I feel fine, but I could be spreading it just like a person who has symptoms. It's crazy, people. It is crazy. So these are just posturing. This is just PR, keep people calm. You know that whole MO, how the media does. You know how the media does, people. So says here that we're now at 2,400 death toll in China mainland. South Korea has 123 new cases. Well, we know that the death toll is way higher than 24. I would put another 10x on that number. Try 24,000. I would even say more than that, to be honest with you. 50,000, somewhere around there. My gut is telling me dead from coronavirus in China mainland. So let me see if I can find an article that talks about some analysis from the perspective of how this is going to affect the market. So we do know that gold has been doing very well last week, well over 1,600. I know Peter Schiff is having a field day with a couple of percentage gains from gold. It says that markets are likely to start the week risk averse on these headlines. So it says the yen, which seems to have lost its safe haven status lately, which I just talked about, right? I just said that normally you have the dollar and the yen are safe haven currencies. When crises happen around the world globally, you normally have a flight to the dollar and the yen though. So the yen normally gets stronger, but last week it got weaker. It totally did get weaker. So that's interesting. They mentioned that. It goes on to say it could struggle to capitalize on risk off flows, and the US and gold could rather strengthen in the early trading hours of the Asian session. So yeah, we'll have to see. That's what their analysis is. They think that the dollar, any dollar pairs are going to get stronger against the whatever pair it's versus, and we're going to have gold continue to get stronger here. So speaking of gold, let me just see where gold is right now. Let me see if that hyperlink works. Let's see. I don't know what the hell that is. Confluence detector. Okay. No, we don't want to look at confluence. I just want to see. I literally want to see what gold is doing from a charts perspective. Where's my gold? I should start trading gold, but I don't trade gold. I have the ability to trade it on Trader's Way, but I do not trade gold. It's just too much stuff you got like pay attention to from a global economic standpoint. Like I'm not trying to that and oil, like those two, I'm straight. I'm not trying to pay attention to all that stuff. So this is where we are with gold. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, man, gold is doing this thing. Look at that move. Look at that move. I can't even go out any further. Like I can't go back any further, but it's clearly breached the last area of support before it broke below this zone at 1550. So hell, I mean the next move is to take out 1791, to be honest with you. And if this corona thing continues on, that's exactly what we're gonna do. That is exactly what we are going to do. So that's it though for this week, guys. Weekly recap on last week. 42% profit on my principal last week. Very good week. Let's see how this week goes. It's going to be really light on fundamental news. So we'll see if the coronavirus kind of takes over. That's why I got my mask. I'm going to be trading with my mask on, people. I'm going to trade with my mask on. I'm going to be watching the charts. So that's pretty much it for today, though, peeps. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. All that generic YouTube stuff, you know it. All right, I'm out of here. Holla.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live. Okay.